Hey guys, it's Shane here. I'm coming to tell you what all happened. This this is part two to the Golden Girls. Remember they wanted to see me in action. They wanted to see how I do what I do. So this is part two. So okay, let me say my grace so I can eat my food. God's great, God's good. Let's take it for our food. But I hear much faith. Give us our daily bread. Amen. So, you know I got my sandwich. So I'm gonna talk to y'all like I'm talking to them. You know what I'm saying? How I told them, I'm gonna tell y'all the same thing. When you wanna meet someone, don't be afraid to do things by yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like when I say that, like if you go anywhere, don't be afraid to sit by yourself because that leaves a spot open for somebody to come and join you, right? So okay. That lemon and chive. Mm-hmm. I like that lemon and chive. It hmm. Ooh. Mm-hmm. Don't nobody have nothing on my smoothies, y'all. Nobody. But anyway, yeah. So I'm sitting down. I sit down. There's this guy. He was sitting in front of me, right? Like not directly in front of me, but like to the side in front of me. So when I sat down, he turned around and he spoke. You know what I'm saying? He was like, "How you doing?" I was like, "I'm okay, thank you. How are you doing?" And he was like, "I'm not doing too well." I was like, "Oh." I wasn't expecting that kind of response. Okay, let me describe to y'all what he looked like. He was like 6'1", tanned. Look like he you know how he looked when you just left the beach. He was tan. He was tan all the way, really well. Yeah, and he had blonde hair. It was straight blonde. It wasn't curly blonde. Cause I love me some curly hair, but it wasn't curly. It was straight. And he had it swooped over to the side. Mm-hmm. Uh, who can I say he looked like? I don't know, cause all the blondes I know they got curly hair, so you know what I'm saying. Me being me, I was like, "What's wrong?" He was like, "Man, I just found out some bad news." I was like, "Oh, did you?" So, you know what I'm saying? We proceeded to, the basic stuff, where you from and everything. He was not from here. Where he say he was from? Not Virginia, not Massachusetts, but somewhere that was not from here. So He was like, I've been living here. He said he been living here for, some years now, a couple of years, a few years, whatever. Okay. I was like, so how you like it here in Texas? He was like, I like it. He said, I have my own business. And he told me that his business was, what did he say he do, y'all? He was an electrician. And, like, yeah, I think so. Had something to do with metal. You know what I'm saying? He built things and he puts the electricity in it. Yeah, that's what his job was. You know what I'm saying? It was a good job. So I was like, okay. So in my mind, I'm thinking, oh, he got money. He was telling me that his business, he was telling me about the different locations they have it. He's in California. He said the one in Texas just opened up, and I don't know, y'all. He'll name different place, whatever. Ooh, I was like, okay. I'm calculating everything in my head. I'm like, okay. So he gotta travel. So you gotta have money to travel, and he has a nice vehicle. I see his vehicle. He got a nice vehicle, and I was like, this seems like a really cool job. You know what I'm saying? He was like, yeah. Okay, here's the thing. I know y'all know this. Some of y'all know, y'all that know me, but I used to be a welder. So I know about welding. So when he was telling me, oh, this is knocking on my door. Y'all, every time I'm talking to y'all, hold on, y'all. Okay, y'all, I'm back. Somebody needs some tips on how to do something. But I'm back, y'all. So what were we talking about, y'all? Oh yeah. Yeah, the dude. So, yeah, where I stopped at, y'all? I remember now. So he was telling me about his business and everything. In my mind, I was calculating everything. I was like, you got kids? He said, yeah. He did have a daughter. He does have a daughter. I was like, okay. How old is she? He said she was grown. Okay. Now here's the thing. Men with daughters, you have to remember, they're going to always be daddy's girl. Remember that. Don't ever forget that. Because you don't want it to be a situation to where the daughter is like, oh, you're always with that woman and you don't never do those things for me. You know what I'm saying? So, I like men who have sons. So, if you find a good man and he has a daughter, be real cool with his daughter. That way, whenever he do something for his daughter, he do something for you too. Huh? I was like, where your daughter stay at? He was like, she's here. I'm like, oh, okay. Okay. So I was like, where's your wife? Y'all, when I asked him where was his wife, everything went left. Okay. Here's the thing. I don't mind being friends with a married man as long as me and his wife is friends too. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? But I told y'all here lately, these men been hitting me with the oh, I just got a divorce and yada yada this and that. So he tells me, he's me and her live together, but she wants me to marry her and I don't want to marry her. And I was like, but y'all live together. How long y'all been living together? He's like, we've been living together for, man, what he say? I think he said 40 years. If you live with somebody for 40 years, y'all might as well be married. Matter of fact, y'all are considered married. That's what I told him, right? And he was like, yeah. And I don't like that. Because I don't like that about Texas. He was like, I'm tired of her. That's why you tired of her. He was like, do you want to know what she did to me? I don't like getting in people's business. But he was like, you won't believe what she did to me. I was like, I'm pretty sure if you tell me, I will believe you. He was like, well, let me tell you what she did. He was like, you know how I got my own business and everything? I said, yeah. He said, you know how I got workers working for me? I said, yeah. He was like, well, I found out that she is sleeping with someone at my job. I was like, okay. How'd you find that out? You know, and then he proceeded to tell me how it all went down. I was like, oh, okay. So then he tells me that when he went to go confront the person, they told him about somebody else that she was sleeping with at the job. I said, oh, wow, she's sleeping with two people at your job? I said, you fired them? He was like, nah, he didn't fire them because they good workers. I said, so they sleeping with your wife, you know what I'm saying? You know, but you let them still work for you? And he was like, yeah. I'm just really mad. He's like, because they are really good workers. And he was like, and she lives with me and everything. And, you know, I was like, y'all sleep in the same bed? Like, I was, at this point, me and him is best friends because he finna tell me everything. He done told me so much. You might as well tell me everything. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing personal anymore. Tell me, do y'all still sleep together? He was like, mm-mm. Of course he said no. Don't they all say no? But he was like, no. He was like, she sleep on her side of the house and I sleep on my side of the house. Cause you know, they got money like that. So they got a big old house. So they got different parts of the house. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, I was like, but did she apologize? Did you let her know how you felt about the situation and everything? And he was like, no. He's like, I don't want to hear anything from her. He's like, I'm done with her. I said, you're done with her, but not with them? And he was like, yeah. I was like, what's the difference? I said, what's the difference? They both did you wrong. Why not fire them? I'm pretty sure there's other workers out there that can do that job. So he was like, no, it's not the same. He was like, I'm so mad at her. I'm like, I understand you being mad at her. He said, that's not even all of it. It's not? I said, what else? What else? Oh, I'm so nosy. I was like, what else? He was like, you want me to leave it? There's a third one. A third one? He was like, yeah. I was like, he worked for you too? He was like, nah, he just lived by us. See, a part of me wanted to say, your wife is a, you know what I'm saying? But I ain't say that. I was thinking that, but I ain't say that. I was like, your wife is busy. I was like, she do that while you at work? And he was like, yeah. While he working, because sometimes he got to go out of town for work or whatever too. I was like, I said, so when you are in town, she still be doing that? And he was like, yeah. He said, because when he's in town, he still be working. And I was like, so when you're at home, you said y'all on a different part of the house. Y'all don't spend no time together? He was like, no. He said they live together because he said the thing is they used to love each other and they used to be together. They got this house because they loved each other with woo. And they were supposed to get married, but she started cheating. So that's why they did not get married, but they continued to live together. Because for whatever reason. So I was like, why don't you get another house? And he was like, he was thinking about that. He said, but he really likes that house because his daughter likes that house. I said, well, why don't you help her to get her own house? And he said, he thought about that. He said, but he knows that she's not going to pay the bills. Oh. I said, so if she had her own place, she won't be paying the bills? He said, no, she won't. I said, but that ain't what they got to do with you, though. He said, well, by us being living together all these years, she's used to me paying all the bills, yada, yada, this, and his daughter. I was like, what do your daughter think about it? And he was like, his daughter, she feel, she really don't care, basically. And then he said he had a son. I was like, where did his son come from? He was like, well, his son don't like him. Your son don't like you? He was like, nah, my son don't like me. I said, why your son don't like you? And that's when he told me, because he put his hands on the wife. I said, so you abusive? And he's like, normally he's not, but when he found out everything she was doing and everything, he said it made him so mad with you. I was like, you should never put your hands on a woman. I said, I don't care how mad she make you, don't you ever put your hands on a woman. And he's like, he would never do it again. But he said he put his hands on her and he feels bad for doing that, and that's why he allows her to stay with him and her not to pay no bills, and he's like, he do everything for her. I said, so you're pretending to be her husband, but you're not because y'all don't sleep in the same part of the house, but you're doing everything for her like a husband. He was like, yeah, that's why I'm so mad. I was like, okay. So at this time, I was ready to get away from him because he kept on saying her name the way he was saying her name so aggressive. And the fact that he slapped her, that's what really, I was like, done. You know what I'm saying? I ain't about that. So I was like, okay. I was like, well, I gotta go. And he was like, you could tell he was getting mad because he turned real red. He was like, man, he said, you know what? I'm so glad I met you. Okay. He's like, it's so nice to meet someone like you. Okay, someone like me. What's like me? Because first of all, he don't even know me. You know what I'm saying? What you mean like me? He was like, you're such a great listener. It was easy to talk to you. He's, I'm so sorry that I told you all these things. And he's like, I know that you don't want to hear stuff like that. See, when he started saying stuff like that, I was like, I hope he don't think he finna do something to me because he mad at her. So I was like, I need to go away from this man. So he told me that he is very grateful that he met me because he was planning on to her. I was like, what? He was like, I was going to plan on doing that. He said, but since I met you, he said, I'm going to give her another chance. I was like, wait a minute. Y'all need to go to counseling or something. I was like, do you love her? He was like, no, I don't love her. I was like, well, do she love you? He was like, no, she don't love me. I said, well, I still think y'all should go to counseling, especially since you spent pretty talking about you planning on. I was like, yeah, that's a bad idea, but I'm glad you're not thinking about doing it anymore. But you should go seek help just in case that feeling comes back. And he was like, yeah, I understand. Do you? He's like, yeah. So this time, I'm looking around, because I'm trying to make eye contact. Let people know, we need to get up out of here. Because this guy, yeah, he mad. He real mad. Big mad. So, I prayed for him and everything. And, that's all I could do. And I told people about his thoughts, what he was planning on doing, because I didn't want her to get hurt. I didn't want anybody to get hurt. So I informed some people, because I don't want nobody else to say, they look at some cameras and say, well, he was with that girl, and right after he left that girl, that's when he went in, you know what I'm saying? So I had to let people know what was going on, because I didn't want them to think I was part of it, you know what I'm saying? I don't know that man. I do not know him. I don't. All I know is one of the things that he told me about himself. That's it. But yeah, I pray that things do work out for them. Like if they can't work it out together, they need to go their separate ways. She can't keep on doing what she's doing and expect him to be okay with it, and he can't put his hands on her because he's mad. And yeah, you guys, I had baby. So the Golden Girls, that kind of stuff excites them. They said, we will pay for you to go anywhere and do anything. Take us with you, because you are so fun. That wasn't fun to me. That was dangerous, because what if he snapped and went crazy on me? Because whatever reason, I was like, nah, that wasn't fun, whatever. But y'all can continue to pay for me to eat and go places. I appreciate that part, but yeah, I don't know, yeah. So, yeah, that was part 2 of the Golden Girls. What do y'all think? Do y'all think I did the right thing? Like, should I have just left and not said anything? Because like I told y'all, if I would have left and not said anything and something had happened, it would have came back to me. Because they would be like, well, we saw you with him and how do we know that, you know what I'm saying? So I had to let them know, you know, this is what he's thinking about. This is what he's planning on doing. Yep. But yes, you guys, I am Deshaun. I thank y'all for trying out that, what was it, lemon chow? Lemon chili? What was it? I can't remember. You know, the salmon. Was it salmon? Was it salmon? Or was it tuna? It was salmon. It was salmon. Thank y'all for trying that with me. I thank y'all for watching and listening. Let me know if you have tried that. Would I get that again? Yeah, I like salmon. And that tasted, it was pretty good. It was pretty good. I'm still hungry. I'm still hungry. So that's the thing when you eat healthy. For me, eating healthy does not fill me up. I don't know. I don't care how much I eat, I still be hungry. So what am I finna eat now? I don't want to eat nothing fattening because I just did something real healthy. But I don't know, y'all. I do want something else to eat. I don't know what though. But yeah, thank y'all for watching. Make sure y'all thumbs up the video. I want y'all to know that God and Jesus love you. And you can talk to them about anything, anytime, any place, anywhere. They are always there. Thanks for watching, guys. Adios.